We good? All right. How's that sound?
I can't hear it. You didn't turn the thing on.
Wait. Which thing?
The orange button.
Oh, yeah. There we go. How's that
Wrong
sound?
button.
What? That's not the... Oh,
No.
This is the orange one.
Yeah.
They're all orange.
They're not all orange.
None of them are until you click them anyway.
Jesus.
How's it sound?
All right, that's good.
All right.
All right, we're good to go. Yeah, jeez. I sat here and watched you click the wrong one.
Sorry. I was thinking headphones. I clicked the one that had a headphone on it. I'm learning still.
You're all sucking your own dick like, I got it. I set it up.
I did it. I know it. No,
jeez.
I'm fucking up.
Nope.
Again.
Fucking nope.
Oh, well, we're here.
Wow,
we're
my mic
it.
is loud as shit. You gotta turn me down a little bit?
Yeah.
Just a smidgen? All right. Well, now turn me up a little bit now. You got me way too low. All right. All right.
It's got the smallest sweet spot in the world.
Like a vagina. Here we go. All right. Let's fucking... Put on my beanie H3 style where it's super high up.
Oh, hell yeah. It's a good look. Makes you look like a 90s cartoon character.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. I like that. That's kind of their fashion, those two. They dress like someone from Hey Arnold or something.
Yeah.
It's really cute. I like that.
I mean, you know, you gotta have some kind of gimmick when you run out of personality. Fuck it.
Stone's thrown.
I'm kidding. I like H3.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, they were getting into it with James Charles over merch recently.
I don't know who James Charles is.
The makeup guy?
Oh, one of those guys.
Yeah.
Nah,
The youngest fucking makeup millionaire
it's not really my world.
in YouTube. It's not mine either, but like they're bitching at each other over like this 90s like color blocking type deal.
Okay.
Because like
You can't own that though.
that's what I'm saying. It's like, dude, that's been around. Like, fucking, what is H3 gonna have beef with Will Smith from like episodes
I
of
own
Fresh
the
Prince
90s,
of Bel-Air?
okay? You can't do the 90s. I do the 90s.
That's what I'm saying.
So
It's
fucking
like
dumb.
your hoodie looks like our hoodie that we like took the color blocking from the 90s from.
Yeah.
And we don't like that at all.
That's like a heavy metal band suing another metal band for using gothic font in their logo.
Well, I
you know
mean,
what
clothing
Like,
is fucking. It's
fair game.
It's fucking cyclical, dude. Everything fucking repeats.
And how many T-shirts are sold that are like modified versions of the McDonald's logo?
How many
or Pepsi
T-shirts
logo?
are NWO parodies?
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking
It's
Christ!
all fair game. It's so stupid.
Like, as a wrestling fan, I've seen so many fucking T-shirt parodies.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I mean, it's even like the design for this shirt with like a big thing on the front and the fucking sleeve stuff. Like, fucking, you know how many like hardcore bands
Yeah, they all do,
and
yeah.
fucking everybody
You
fucking
just find that font online and boom, boom.
exactly.
Shirt's
You
done
put
quick.
like a thick like gothic font on something, or like one of those old English fonts
Yeah,
like
yeah,
fucking Kanye did with like
Yeah.
Life of Pablo and
so
shit.
it's so easy.
It's like, dude, fucking fashion is so dumb.
Yep.
Because nothing's original.
Yeah.
Fucking nothing.
That's fucking hate to plug another podcast, but fucking Cumtown's got a shirt that is just the McDonald's logo and it says Weed Donald's.
What?
And it's just Weed Donald's. And it's the dumbest fucking
That's
shirt.
so stupid.
It's so stupid, and that's the point. Is that it's like T-shirts are fucking dumb.
Yeah, it's
you know
like
what I mean?
it's like I guarantee one day if we ever not
That
if,
said,
but,
I'm a
like,
sucker for T-shirts. Now.
Yeah, it's like when we start making merch, we're probably gonna have a shirt that's like a Guinness logo.
Yep.
And it's just like,
You know?
yeah.
Yep. I know
Because-
Jack Daniels is really protective of theirs.
Oh fuck! Do you know how many like
but you
bar
still
band
see that.
T-shirts
Yeah.
I've seen?
You still see it. Like they will sue your ass, but it gets thrown
God.
out because it's fair use. You know what I mean? Like you can
Yeah.
relitigate it a million times, but it's fair use, man.
Yeah, you really can't do anything about it. Like,
So are we gonna intro the show, or are we just gonna cold open this one?
oh yeah, I didn't even I completely slipped my mind. Shit, what are we like 5 minutes?
About 5
in?
minutes in. I
Yeah,
figured-
welcome to the Indistinct Conversation podcast. I'm Nelson Crawford. I drink chicken blood. The man across from me, you know him from such things as never seeing a movie ever. Xander Cook.
Unless it's like Star Wars or Roger Rabbit, then I watch those.
Fucking Roger Rabbit.
So what's on the agenda today, man?
All right, let me crack open the old moleskin.
It's a fancy little notebook, man.
Yeah, dude, I've tried to start using it like 5 different times, and like I'm still only barely halfway into it.
That's pretty cool though. Makes you feel like a sophisticated person when you're using one of those.
No, dude,
No?
I've had this since like I got it in 2014.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, at least you're putting some work into it.
Dude, no, fuck this thing.
Okay.
I want to fill it up and throw it in a fire.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want to do with this.
That's what they're for.
Yeah, no, because I got like this girl I was with got it for me because
yeah.
the tree on it looks like one of my tattoos.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
I have one that I haven't touched because my ex got it for me right before we broke up. And it's super cool. It has Snorlax on it, and it says, "I'll do it tomorrow." And it's
this,
like,
dude,
yeah.
the same ex that gave me this did something like that,
Yeah.
where she got me one of those Nintendo game flasks.
Oh god,
like the old, the old cartridge that's a flask.
Yeah, yeah.
She gave me that the day I broke up with her, and I wanted her to keep it so bad. I'm like,
Yeah.
just keep it. She's
That
like,
literally.
she's like crying and like she's like, no, you keep it. I'm like, oh,
yeah,
fuck.
that's basically how it went down with my ex. Like we had broken up, gotten back together.
Jesus.
While we were broken up, my birthday came and went, and so we did my birthday after we got back together, and it was really emotional and sweet. And then like 2 weeks later, we had our big last final fight, and it was just over. And it's just like, oh my god, it's so fucking bummer because I felt like it was gonna work, but
see, no,
doesn't always work out, man. Gotta keep rolling.
I think I made the right decision. Like after my last like long relationship to not do the going back thing.
Yeah,
because it never works.
And it was I honestly didn't think it
works.
would, but we were living together, and I liked my life with her. I liked our cats.
Well, yeah, I
and
lived
all,
with my last serious
Yeah.
ex, and like after we broke up, I was like, well, my apartment's not mine anymore.
Yeah.
I guess time to start life somewhere else.
That's what it came down to, man. That's that's just part of growing up. It sucks, but it is.
Yeah.
Nothing lasts forever.
All right. Well, here we go. I'll start first.
Yeah. What do you got?
So I went to the mall again for the first time in probably literal years.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm in the mall. And I'm thinking, this isn't too bad. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, a little bit of social anxiety, but
yeah. And I get my shit, and I leave, and then I'm on Twitter, and I'm like, I see this anti-mask fucking protest in the
Target video.
In the Target.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and I'm just
Florida
thinking,
represent.
I'm just thinking, like, man. Like if I'm like in the mall or at a Target trying to just buy a shirt because none of my clothes fit anymore,
right?
And it's just like fucking people who have never had a real problem in their life go to Target of all places to be like, no, I don't want it.
But that was like a young crowd too. They looked like they were in their 20s.
Yeah,
so
which is
like, are these just those
so
dumbass Florida college kids we keep hearing about, man?
I think it is.
And that's speaking of them. I just saw a video before you came over of Gun Girl, Caitlin Bennett.
Yeah.
She was at a Florida college interviewing people, and there's a guy who's wearing a mask, and he's like, they're just trying to silence us. They're just trying to stifle conversation, which doesn't make any sense.
While he's wearing a mask.
And then he takes the mask off, and he's like, I'm sick of this shit. And she's like, awesome, you're such an alpha male. And then he says, I have COVID, and I'm not afraid of it.
Oh, fuck! Yo!
And he's like 2 feet away from her.
Yo!
He's like mic to mic away from her. So she's like, well, don't give it to me. Pulls the mic back,
Oh, shit.
I'm hoping. Fingers crossed for Caitlin.
I have COVID. Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Put that thing back on, motherfucker. Like, even on your right-wing talk show.
Oh, my God. That makes me think of, like, one of, like, the video where she got, like, chased off at campus. I was thinking, like, I was talking to Sydney about it, and And I'm like, this girl wants the fucking smoke, but the minute she gets it, she's like, oh no.
Yeah, she gets so scared so fast.
Yeah, like the video of her in the truck, like, roll up the windows, let's go.
Because she's, the reason they throw Snowflake around like it's an insult is because that's what they all are.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where it's just like, that was that exact situation of her being like, yeah, no, COVID's fake, fuck the masks. And then as soon as somebody in front of her is like, I've
got it, and I don't care. And then
it's like you see that real oh shit,
and since we're on
they don't pay me enough to get COVID.
I was going to save this for last, but since we went straight to it, I had a mass confrontation yesterday at the fucking grocery store. So, and I'm a little embarrassed by this too, because I think maybe I was a little too harsh to this person.
I mean, it was just two middle-aged white people arguing at a Kroger.
Well, so here's the story. I'm walking around and getting a little agitated because I've seen a few people like not wearing masks right, and I'm like muttering, just wear your mask. Like, I just do that now. I just say that out loud when I'm walking past people. And
this is how taxi drivers started.
Yeah, it really is. And fucking. So I'm getting my shit, and I see this one woman who is like got it down around her chin, and I'm just like, and I didn't think I said it very loud, but I'm like, I say, put your fucking mask on, bitch. I say, put your fucking mask on, bitch. Like, and I thought I muttered it. I thought I mumbled it, right?
Put your fucking mask on, bitch.
Yeah, and so she's there again when I'm at the checkout counter. She's got the mask pulled up, but it's only over her mouth this time. And again, and just to myself, I'm like, it doesn't work if it's not over your nose. Yeah. And then she looks over at me and she's like, oh, you're the one who called me a bitch earlier. So no,
it's like, you over here talking shit again.
Yeah, and she was not a white woman. This was a young black woman.
Yikes!
And she's like, "Oh, I'm a bitch because I'm."
Yikes!
Yeah.
Oh, fuck!
Oh, she says, "Yeah, dude, this is bad." She's like, I'm so embarrassed by that. And she was so. I mean, god damn it. She's like, "Oh, I'm a bitch because I'm pregnant. I feel like I can't breathe," and I'm just like. Babies are more susceptible to it. If you get sick, your kid is gonna die. And then her like mom comes up in a wheelchair, gray hair old woman. No one called my little girl a bitch. Oh no. And I'm just like, and I overreact. I'm like, suck my dick. She's being a bitch. She's not wearing a fucking mask.
You just double down. Yeah, like, you know what? No,
because she is. She fucking is. And I know it looks bad. And she even says, "Oh, you get mad when you see black people not wearing a mask." And I'm like, show me a white guy wearing a mask. I'll yell at him too. And like it was bad, dude. I'm like yelling in the middle of Kroger. A manager had to come up and like get between us. You know what I mean?
That's amazing.
Yeah.
You fucking got.
Oh, it was bad. I got into it with an old lady at the Kroger, man. Just screamed at her to suck my dick.
Oh, shit.
And I, as soon as the manager comes up, I'm like, dude, I'll just leave. I'm fucking over this shit. I don't have to shop here. And he's like, no, you can still shop. And like I saw him kind of get rude with them too, so I felt okay, because they did. I mean, they were breaking the fucking rules.
Just a pregnant black lady turns around. Oh, I'm a bitch, huh? Like, oh fuck.
If you, and frankly, look. If you are not wearing your mask in public,
I would shit myself and just walk away.
And you are pregnant, and she's obviously living with her elderly mom.
I know, but that's brave, dude. The fact that you went through with it, I would have just been like, nope. All right, I'm gonna go.
I tried to. I was like, no, guys, I'll leave. I don't fucking care.
Especially if she fucking recognizes you from before. It's like, oh, so I'm a bitch, huh?
Yeah.
And it starts like, and you're like, oh no.
Well, this is one of those times where my distinctive fashion probably called me out. I'm wearing like my Mega Man X track jacket. I look like a fucking douchebag when I'm doing this. And
there's a video on you, like of you on Reddit going around somewhere.
Oh, I'm sure. But you know what? Cool, man. Fucking, I'll be that guy.
Oh, your camera's dead.
That's fine.
Get some batteries in there.
Batteries are in Mario, right behind you. Actually, I think I had some right here. Don't even get Mario.
Okay, good, because I was like, I don't want to get up.
Yeah, me neither. But, I felt bad, but at the same time, she should feel bad because, God damn it, if she got sick and killed her baby and killed her mom, how would she feel? You know?
She'd probably be pretty bummed.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
And that's like, you know, that's a bitch move to kill your baby and your mom because you didn't want to wear a mask. that's so I stand by it. I should have maybe not been so animated about it.
Speaking of killing babies, well, that was a bad transition.
My favorite hobby.
Yeah.
What about killing babies, buddy?
So we lost RBG.
Yeah.
And in immediate, I don't remember who it was, but some asshole was just like,
oh, Mitch McConnell's like, yeah, we're gonna replace her right now.
Well, yeah, that, and like this guy that was just like, yeah, no, rest in peace to all the babies that she killed. And it's just like, fucking shut up.
That's Republicans for you, folks. That's that.
Yeah, and they're just like, we're gonna replace her right away. And like, fucking.
No, yeah, and that's a catastrophic thing. I kind of wanted to save that for later, but
No, yeah, all the rest of my notes are such nonsensical shit that we probably should get to that now.
The thing with the reason the RBG situation is serious, and she's problematic, just like every neoliberal ever.
Yeah.
You know, she's not perfect. She was, fuck. How old was she when she died? Like 80-something years old.
She's pretty old.
So.
Hold on, give me that question cube behind you.
She's gonna be a little out of touch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I'm just gonna put that right here.
Nice. That's a cool angle. But
yeah.
So yeah, she wasn't perfect, and she like compromised a lot. But at the same time, she was the voice for like women's rights, and
yeah,
you know, just so many things. And they rat fucked Obama during an election year. This exact same thing happened.
Yeah, he tried to get that one guy in there,
like Merrick Garland, I think was his name.
Yeah,
which was also a compromised judge. He was like a lefty right judge. You know what I mean? And
but I mean, he's still better than fucking Brett Kavanaugh.
Yeah, and that's oh my god, what a nightmare, dude.
And good lord.
So yeah, and
like,
that's
we gotta do that again.
And
like
whoever,
you're gonna get some just another rapey white guy.
Yeah, whoever Trump puts up is gonna be another guy like that who's probably even younger,
and
you know?
probably worse.
So probably gonna be like a fucking QAnon 4chan dude. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be fucking bad.
You're gonna get Steve Bannon on there.
Or no, it's gonna be like Steve Bannon's young cousin, because that's the point. Is they want to get somebody in there who can, because it's a lifetime appointment.
Yeah, I know.
So if you get a fucking guy who hates women and hates abortion in when he's like 30. And he stays there until he's like 80, the way these people do. You got 50 years of somebody fighting your fight for you.
Yeah,
it's fucking dark, dude.
That's why we gotta.
And that is like
we gotta start Scalia in these motherfuckers. Gotta start. You know, somebody needs to sneak in there with pillows.
And Trump has appointed more like lower level judges in the last 4 years than Obama did during his 8 years.
Yeah.
So the court system right now is all crazy ass right wing conservatives, dude. You're going to be facing judges that think QAnon is real. You're going to be facing judges that think, oh my god, dude.
Yeah, no, it's bad.
So
it's pretty bad.
Like RPG dying is like the puts a really fine points on this knife that they've been stabbing into us. You know what I mean? It's really, really bad, dude.
Yeah.
And so, you know, again, she's not perfect. I got a lot to complain about with her, but we needed a leftist judge, and every law we pass in the Senate can get shut down by a right-wing Supreme Court.
Well, yeah, and it's like, I feel like they're
the
like...
Supreme Court gave George W. Bush the election in 2000.
Yeah, because they're like, fuck it, nope, we don't need to count them.
We're just not going to do it.
We're not gonna.
So if we have more and crazier right-wingers in there, it can get real scary real fast.
Anytime I think about that, it does piss me off, because I'm like, you don't need a president in November. Like, we got time, and they're like, no, we need a leader.
Yeah.
Like, shut the fuck up. Yeah, but we're right fucked.
We are.
We are right fucked.
And shit.
I mean,
getting some foam.
Woo!
Nice. Zoom in on that. That's fucking funny.
I'm not zooming in on shit.
Yeah, me neither.
It takes enough time to cut these camera angles. Do you think I'm putting zooms in these fuckers?
We'll do some
You're out of your mind.
Quick cuts, some drama shots.
Oh, there are already plenty of quick cuts.
Yeah.
And drama shots. All right,
but,
so
yeah, I don't know if Trump fucking wins this election, then America is going to be in the worst shape it's been in since like before the civil rights movement.
Yeah. Well, speaking of government, fucking government's throwing out money again.
Oh yeah,
I hate that a lot of the way I start these subjects sounds like a fucking Fox News thing. So the government's just throwing out money again to all these poor people.
I think they should, though.
They definitely
the difference
should.
is when Fox says it, they say it like it's a crime. When we say it, we're like, finally.
Yeah, Donald Trump just bought me a Nintendo Switch.
Oh yeah.
So like,
thanks, Donnie. Oh, that guy. Thanks, Donnie.
Thanks, dude. Yeah, you know where your camera's at?
I pointed to where it was. Got that shot. Oh, hey, you're there now. But
yeah,
but yeah, I mean, that's cool that is happening. I mean, it should. Again, this should be something. It
shouldn't have stopped in the first place.
Well, and speaking of, Mitch McConnell is forcing through this new judge, and it's like he just let the bill for the bailout just sit on his fucking counter.
Yeah.
So it's just again just showing.
How come he's never the one that dies? That's what I don't understand.
That guy needs to go so bad, and that's I've been talking about this on Twitter a lot lately. But that's the most frustrating and hilarious thing to me is all these liberals and Democrats who are like, but that's not fair, and it's like, when have they ever?
Dude, that you want to know?
When have they ever been fair?
You want to know what that segues into perfectly?
What's that?
The fucking girl in the car when there's not a fucking fascist. Have you seen that video of this girl?
No.
Oh, fuck, it's so fucking funny.
What?
Like, it's this girl, like, sitting in the fucking car, and, like, she's, like, looking over, like, hey, like, talking about, like, just solving problems and shit. And it's just like, yeah, well, you know what, champ? Maybe that'd be easier to do when there's not a fucking fascist. All right, chief? Like, she's fucking
all right, chief.
Scream. And like, oh, fuck, dude.
Yeah, it doesn't look good to lose your cool.
It's so fucking funny, because, like,
but,
you can tell,
it's a passionate time, man.
You can tell
everyone's losing their cool right now.
You can tell she's doing a bit.
Okay.
But, like, she's also, like, trying to be, like, so, like, yeah, I get government, and it's bad. And it's, like, fucking, all right. Like, somebody captioned it, it's like, wow, politics really started in 2016 for some people.
It really did. it's probably the thing that freaks me out the most is that everybody who thinks that this is a problem that started with Donald Trump, you know what I mean? Because that, oh, it's not fair. They're being hypocrites. They all said something different in 2016. It's like, do you guys remember what they were like during the Obama administration and how they just would, even if a law would help them and their plans, they would just turn it down because it was Obama's idea. Like, it was just so ridiculous. And then they're just like, oh, nothing's getting done. Nothing happens in government anymore. And it's like, yeah, it's because Mitch McConnell in the Senate being a fucking prick.
Yeah, I'm trying to find this video because it's so fucking funny.
Yeah, I'd like to see it. We can splice it in. Give you more editing work.
Yeah.
That I don't intend you to do. But yeah, it's just crazy, man. And yeah, it's probably gonna happen. We're gonna get another fucking Supreme Court justice rammed in who's gonna be somebody like Brett Kavanaugh. Somebody scarier, maybe.
God damn it.
Then the cops will be able to get away with more scary crimes because the judges will just let them off.
Yeah.
The fucking military will start doing crazier and crazier shit.
It's funny because, like,
the FBI will start rounding people up like us who just have fucking opinions.
I mean, I'm ready for it. Fucking, I've been waiting for them to come get me for years, dude.
Yeah.
The shit that I'm able to get away with on a daily basis by just saying shit is like, it's pretty great.
Well, freedom of speech is enshrined in the First Amendment, but they don't seem to care too much about what's in the Constitution these days.
Yeah, I mean, most of the time...
Trump's talking about how even if he wins re-election, he wants a third term. It's like, there's never been a third term. Well,
no.
I think it was, what was it? LBJ, I think, maybe, had 3 terms or 4 terms.
Oh, yeah. But
I think that was because it was during the war or something like that.
Yeah, that was
I'm not as much of a history buff as I want to be. I kind of, again, politics for me starts like in the 80s with Reagan, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because punk rock taught me about it. If there was punk rock about the 50s, I'd know a lot more.
If there was punk rock about the 50s.
Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should learn history and write punk songs about it. Maybe that'll be my project.
God, man, I feel like I let go of so much shit that I see on Twitter because I'm just like, all right, I'm
it's
gonna
just
move
so
on.
goofy right now,
But
dude.
it's just like, dude, so many people.
Every
so
single
stupid.
post is like, Lindsey Graham said this in 2016 about,
Oh my
you know,
god.
Mitch McConnell said this in 2016. They don't care. They don't care. They're fascists. They're fucking white supremacists. They're Christians. They don't have any foundation in reality. They're fucking
Jesus. I'm doing the thing that I was making fun of earlier that like all podcasts are turning into. Where
we're just sitting around looking shit up on our phones and laptops. Yep. See, that's why I come prepared to have a veneer of professionalism.
I should have got the link for this thing, and I didn't.
It's all good, dude. You can look it up later or something.
Nah, I'm determined to find this.
Well, so there's a couple other directions I can go with this, like just talking about the cops being fucking crazy. You heard about this guy they're calling the uterus collector?
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, this is in an ICE detention center.
Oh, Sydney was telling me about this yesterday where this guy fucking...
Forced hysterectomies, dude.
Oh, I found it. Okay.
Listen, kiddo, I get it.
Oh,
I
bitch.
don't like the two-party
Sorry.
system. I think our country's corrupt, and quite frankly, I don't want to vote for Biden. It feels like voting for a Republican. But I'm gonna do it! You wanna know why? Because the alternative is a fucking fascist!
This is
A fascist!
this is the guy that the frog
Maybe we can have a
emojis
conversation about dismantling the two-party
you know,
system
call
when
out
a
and hate. Like, she's not- I don't think she's
fascist
helping.
isn't
I don't
running.
think she's helping at all.
Kiddo? Champ? Chief?
Nah.
We can talk about it later.
I like the Jordan Peterson riff, but yeah, she's not helping, dude. That's like the meme of the angry liberal woman.
Dude, no, I'm saying like there's a
You know
good
what I
couple of
mean?
these,
Like that-
and they've made it to boomer Twitter where like they think like, oh, the fucking libs are complaining.
That's what I'm talking
again.
about.
It's like-
That's what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
The Pepes are going to show this to their Rush Limbaugh parents, and then it's just going to be
It's like,
examples
oh,
of
your friends are all a bunch of pussies. They're all in their cars
Yeah.
just whining. Where?
Yeah.
He's a fascist.
And it's like, and of course they're going to forget who invented the crying in your car about politics genre.
Which is exactly. It's fucking.
Just fucking dumbass Republicans in their fucking trucks,
Fucking
man.
buff dudes fucking eating burgers in their car.
Let me
Like,
tell you about what's wrong with society. Fuck you, man.
what we need to do.
What we need to do is stop giving money to the government and start giving it to the people. Who the
we need
fuck
to-
do you think
we
the
need to-
government is made of?
We need to legalize marijuana and steroids, but we're not going to tax steroids because if we tax steroids, then they can't put steroids in my favorite hamburgers
Is that
that
Joe
are made
Rogan?
completely of bacon.
That sounds like Joe Rogan, right?
Fucking Joe Rogan. I can't do it, Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan doesn't do steroids, right?
No, he does. I don't know.
I hope not.
Speaking of steroids, have you ever heard of Rich Piana?
No.
Okay, well,
I like that segue. Speaking of steroids, let's go.
Yeah, because like I started watching a Rich Piana documentary, and it's this guy who's on YouTube, and he was like a fucking bodybuilder, and he's fucking huge.
Okay.
And like I think like a year or two ago, his heart fucking exploded.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Yeah, exactly, dude. And, like,
You can't have those veins popping out your skin for that long.
it's gonna sound fucked up when I say this, but I was laughing the entire time I'm watching it
dude.
because like he's talking about the whole thing's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Like I was like fucking dying the entire time because it's meant to be super serious, and like it was like his last like big project before he died, and like I didn't finish it because like halfway through I was like, this is hilarious.
You're
but I'm
taking
gonna
it the wrong way,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
like I'm gonna go make a grilled cheese
Yeah.
because if I laugh at this entire 90-minute thing,
I had a moment very similar to that recently where
Yeah.
I had some recommended videos on the YouTube, and one of them was from a page called something like Parents for Window Blinds Awareness.
what?
And I'm like, that's got to be a comedy troupe. That can't be real. And I
Jesus.
click it, and it's this heartfelt video of this guy who's like, so I went to the grocery store, and I had left my teenage daughters to watch my son. And, you know, the first, 10 minutes is talking about what an angel their son was and how
Yeah.
spiritual he was and how close to God he was and all this. And then he's like, so I went to the store, and I get the call while I'm there, and I come back, and he's in the living room, and I guess this kid strangled himself with the cords that you use to open the blinds.
What?
Yeah, but like I totally for the first like 10 or 15 minutes, I thought it was like a Tim and Eric style parody where something wacky was gonna happen. So I'm like laughing to myself, like this is fucking great. Like waiting for the punchline, getting wound up for it, and then it's like it clicks in my head that it's real. And I feel so bad that my reaction is just to like, I laughed even harder. I'm like, this is real? I like turn it off. It's like, I can't laugh at the sad dad. But it's just the way it was shot. It was so like over the top dramatic. And it's just like, I don't know how often a kid gets strangled in the blind.
It's really, I mean, that's really funny.
It's obviously often enough that there's a group dedicated to it.
Oh
and I'm feeling really bad that I'm laughing still, you know? I used to play with the blind strings when I was a kid.
Is that why they have fucking stringless blinds?
Yeah.
Because I have a pair of those at home.
Yeah.
And like it's always like fucking with Sydney because she's like, I feel like I'm going to pull it down.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I know. I don't like it either. But like, yeah, you just push it up and it stays up and then you pull it down and like.
It's fucking weird.
Yeah, it's like it's fucking witchcraft.
It's apparently a big enough issue that there's like a whole Facebook page dedicated to it with like multiple videos and testimonies about this shit happening, and it's like, damn, dude, that's.
So this Rich Piana dude, he's like talking about he's talking about like how he's doing like all these supplements and stuff to like stay healthy. And you know, it's like, I'll show you a picture of this dude later and you're gonna be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And like he's not like an active bodybuilder anymore. He just like keeps the frame, you know, for his brand or whatever.
Yeah.
And so like he's talking about like how he's got, you know, all these deals and like how he's living all healthy and shit. And the whole time, like at the beginning of the movie, they say Rich Piana died from cardiac arrest, you know. And so you're watching this, and I'm like, don't put that at the beginning. Because the entire time he's talking about. You see
it ramping up towards what you know is going to happen.
Yeah, you're like, this guy's talking about like how he's all.
It's like watching a train
healthy.
you know is going to wreck.
It's like the Titanic, you know.
Oh yeah.
It's like
we all know how the story ends. Yeah,
exactly.
Oh man,
and like you're just like, Jesus,
that's fucking
dude.
rough, man.
And so, here's what he looks like. This is what Rich Piana looks like.
Shit, dude.
Right? But the thing is, his legs are so fucking tiny.
Yeah.
Like, they're huge in comparison to, like, you know, my legs.
Yeah,
of course,
I'm sure he's fit, but it's like...
But compared to his giant, like, Tagoro brother-looking arms...
So weird, dude. He's like real-life Marduk.
It starts with him, like, laying in his bed, like, asleep, but like it looks so fucking fake because he wakes up and he's like, yeah, all right. There's like a fucking pre-made drink on his dresser, like, yeah, drink this every morning. I usually take this with a shot of growth hormone, but it's really hard to get growth hormone in America anymore.
Jesus.
You know? It's like,
you're taking growth hormone in your fucking 20s and 30s, you fucking psycho.
Exactly.
Jesus.
Like, the more you look at this man and you see like how much is just wrong.
I'm like picturing like every fighting game has like that cliche character who's like grown in a tank. You know what I mean? Exactly. It's like this guy would do that procedure. He's like, hell yeah, put my brain in a robot body. Let's go.
He's got these fucking icy blue contacts in. So it's just like fucking.
Fuck. Like, can we all cancel like contacts that change your eye color? I hate that shit, dude.
Yeah, and so like it's so fucking weird because like it's just going on with him talking about how fucking like how rich he is now and shit. Like you're just like, oh my god, because it starts with this whole opening thing.
It's
of
my
him,
least
like,
favorite genre, like the humble brag genre of YouTube.
Oh, it's not humble at all.
No, not even. Humble.
I mean, there like he tries to force some. Okay, well, it's like. It starts with he's talking about how he's gonna expose all this stuff in like the bodybuilding world and stuff, and he's gonna say the things people are afraid to talk about. So like I'm waiting for him to get to this, and he just never does. 'Cause he's just talking about how like he won all these competitions and didn't make any money. Oh. It's just like that sucks, dude.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah, and so like he's like, yeah, I'm, you know, trying to get bodybuilders paid, man, and all this stuff now. And I'm like,
I respect that.
Okay, cool,
you
but
know?
like they touch on it for all of 5 minutes, and the rest is him like talking about how how easy YouTube is and stuff, and I'm just like, it makes you. I don't know if you've heard.
Damn, it's like if you're a big freakish thing that's bizarre as hell, people will tune in to watch you on YouTube. It's fucking awesome,
it
dude.
made me think of the Kevin Hart bit where he's talking about seeing like jacked dudes at the gym who are just jacked for nothing, who like go to their like job at T-Mobile. Who's just like,
oh, dude, that's what.
Like they break their heads.
That has always cracked me up. Like that type of guy is so funny to me.
And then I'm like when he's talking about YouTube, I'm like, please show him at his desk. Please show him at his desk. And they show him like his big body hunched over at this tiny fucking keyboard.
Yes.
He's in like Final Cut, just like putting shit together.
Oh, okay.
And I am dying.
If that guy can learn Final Cut, then I really have no excuse. I really have no excuse now. That's fucking funny.
It's just fucking
fucking meathead ass. That's so
you
funny.
know, so it's like if you can get like, and the thing is he's at that age where he still calls views hits.
Oh, good.
It's just like
it's very Gen X.
It's like our last video got like over 1 million hits.
I love that.
It's just like, dude.
And that's I do respect like bodybuilders and shit, but like to a point. Like I guess it's obvious, but like Arnold Schwarzenegger, like back in the day, he was a millionaire before he got into that.
Yeah.
And I think that's really cool. You know what I mean? And he's just like a smart guy. Like he posts really loving things on Twitter and shit. And he was a Republican, but that was
he was the governor.
He was a Republican governor, but in California. And when being a Republican,
you mean California?
Yeah.
California.
And back then, I guess we were still ramping up the Iraq War, but Republicans weren't as psycho as they are now, and I don't know. He seems like a good dude to me. Where are you going, man? Okay.
Shut up. That's why.
So I respect, bodybuilding is an art form in its own way. But I think,
it cracked me up because
the fact that he's doing supplements and hormones and shit, it's like, at what point are you just fucking doing drugs, Like,
exactly. It's funny because, like, he would talk about how poor he was when he was a kid and how he's just super rich now.
Hell yeah.
And it's just like, all right, cool. And then, like 20 minutes in, like, he's just like, yeah, so Shannon's coming over. She's, like, my ex. Before I was married, now I'm going through a divorce.
Oh God.
So
oh man.
So back when we were together, she used to do all my video and my editing. So I'm gonna come over and I'm gonna have her come over and see if she wants to work for me.
Oh man.
And like the whole time she's there,
I'm gonna give my ex-girlfriend a job.
It's this blonde girl with like huge tits.
Oh, that's why.
And she's just like walking around like, yeah, wow, oh my god,
cool, great,
whoa, and like fucking. No personality whatsoever. Just agreeing with everything this man says.
Fucking Marilyn Manson just pops into my head. Just
God
the
damn.
beautiful people, man. It's like there's a whole type of person that just skates through life because they're pretty.
Yeah, dude, and it's just really funny because like it's like you could like I don't know, like after 20 minutes you could tell like something was kind of off.
Okay.
And then it was just really funny for him to be like, let's get some tits in here. Like, essentially, it's just like,
we need some boobs.
Yeah, it's like...
We need some boobs.
Yeah, it's like people might be getting freaked out by my freakishly huge body.
Probably losing the crowd's attention. We better throw some boobs in here.
Exactly, dude.
Fucking awesome,
and
man.
And then it's like she's just around for the rest of the thing.
God. Hell yeah.
And like, it is funny because like he's got some other dude like staying at his place that works for him, and he's just like, yeah, this is one of our top sales guys. He was in town, so we got a bunch of rooms here, so I'll just let him stay with me.
Yeah.
And like this dude is clearly not a bodybuilder. He looks like you or me.
Just a dude.
But yeah, he's just a dude.
So when you got them side by side, it's like even more egregious.
Yeah, it's like this guy has nothing in his fridge but
that's
like
so
his
funny.
meal things.
Yeah.
And it's just like that's gotta be some sort of circle of hell, where it's just like you go to.
That's kind of like
it's like going to a Disney hotel and all they have is like fucking fake branded things. That's all just Disney logo.
But it's actually like that at a Disney hotel. But
I know, it's just I hate it.
You get like Sleeping Beauty shampoo.
I hate all of it. Which is like, yes, listen to us, first world problems. But no, you want to feel insane? Just ask for like a turkey sandwich. And then when you get a turkey sandwich, it comes with a bunch of napkins with Aladdin on it. And you're like, what? And the next day you're like you brush that off, and the next day you get a grilled cheese, and the grilled cheese has Mowgli from the fucking Jungle Book printed on it. Yeah, and you're like, fuck.
I'm tired of eating cartoons.
Exactly. And the thing is,
you wake up for breakfast and it's of course it's Mickey Mouse just smiling at you.
Fucking Mickey Mouse Cheerios, dude. And I was like 13 or 14 when this happened, and I'm just sitting there just stressed.
Well, I lived for a long time in Orlando.
Yeah.
And so like I don't know how they worked this out. I'm pretty sure my parents had it worked out with like the whole extended family that if they buy the tickets to Disney, they can crash at our pad and
fuck
you know.
that.
So it was like
fuck no.
Bro, it was like every cousin, aunt, uncle from across the fucking country, from both my dad and mom's side of the family, and they each had 5 brothers and sisters. They each had huge families.
It'd just be that part of the summer where everybody's just at your
just
house.
in the middle of the fall, or just whenever, just winter break sometimes. And so we were at Disney all the fucking time.
I
was
hate all of it.
Oh my god, dude! Yeah. I'm sure Disney is really cool if you go there like once or twice in your life.
If you go there like maybe once a year.
But when it becomes something you have to do every single time your shitty aunt and uncle feel like coming to town, it's like, oh my god.
Yeah,
and you're fucking.
That's why I don't
had these older bully cousins who would just pick on us the whole time. It was like it was hell every time they came through.
That's why I hate fucking Six Flags, dude. Yeah. Like I got friends in Mapleton.
It's only fun for the first few hours, and the mushrooms wear off, and it's pointless.
it's like I remember my mom's church would like there was a summer where like they got like they would just arrange trips to like Six Flags and shit.
Yeah.
And so like fucking once a month for 3 months I'd have to go to Six Flags.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, cool. Like the first 2 times, cool. And then like
once you go on the rides,
you're like once it's like
it's over.
It's like you'd be there all day, and I hate that shit. Like, because it's
out
like
in the sun, eating shit food.
It's like the most you can get away with is go sit under some pavilion, you know, where it's still hot. You're like, just in the shade. Like fuck no.
You're eating nothing but like hot dogs and ice cream and soda, and the first couple days of that's fun, it's great, but when your body is like suffering from like no vitamins, you don't want another fucking hot dog, you know, there's nothing here, it's just going to make a turd later. There's no nutrition in this.
My ass hurts. Give me a vegetable.
Yeah, let me have a salad. Yeah, dude, oh man, amusement parks are a weird thing, although I will say they're working on a Super Mario one in Universal Tokyo, and when that opens, I might finally make my excursion to Tokyo and try to get lost there and just live forever.
Jeez, my notes are fucking all over the place.
Yeah, you say I got chicken scratch, man. Jeez, it's fucking funny.
It's just...
So
I can tell I wrote a lot of these when I was drunk, because like some of them are just little things that happen.
I wrote pie fucker in a big font because I watched your video. I just decided to write that, I guess, because it doesn't have anything to do with the context of everything else in that paragraph. It just says pie fucker.
You got any questions?
No, fantastic, great work, dude. I love your fucking videos, man. The only other thing that I really wanted to talk about before, the last like really political thing I want to do, I need to jab back at your buddy because I watched his little response video.
Wait, who?
John. Formerly Nazi John.
Oh yeah, John called me and he's like, yeah.
Oh, did we even talk about that on the pod?
No.
Yeah, tell the story. It's his redemption story. We should celebrate it, dude. I'm gonna open a beer for this.
I'm unplugging this one.
Uh-oh. Yeah, we have good news about the guy who became a Nazi.
Yeah, so Jesus. So if you've been watching this podcast on YouTube, our first full-length podcast episode on YouTube was what to do when your friend becomes a Nazi. And that was referring to my old bandmate John Humphreys.
Yeah.
Because we had a phone call and he said a bunch of anti-Semitic shit. And I was just like, yeah.
Yeah. And we go into it in depth on that video. Just
go watch that podcast. And I'll put it in like a little card thing because I never know when to use those.
Yeah.
For
Perfect.
Bang. Okay. So like, so the other night I'm like kind of drunk and he calls me and he's kind of drunk. He's like, you know what, man, that was fucked up. You know, probably shouldn't have said all that shit. I thought about it, and I was hurt. It's just like, all right. Like, so, like, he apologized and, all this shit, and basically ate crow, and I was like, yeah, sorry for putting you on blast in such a way.
Yeah.
We laughed because his sister DM'd me. I told you about that.
Yeah, she got all scared about it.
Yeah, his sister DM'd me, and, like, it was, like, her art page Instagram, so, I didn't know who it was. She was like, why'd you say my brother's name on your podcast? I was like, is your brother also a skeleton? And, and she was like, oh, my bad.
Yeah.
And so, like, we squashed it, had some laughs and everything.
That's good.
And I called Xander after this because I was like...
He was stoked, and it was cute.
I was like, whoa.
It's fucking funny.
And so, like, what Xander hadn't seen was there was a response video to the first episode of the podcast.
It's not much of a video, though.
No, it's just like a couple seconds of him just fucking...
He seems pretty drunk.
Yeah.
And he kind of talks a little shit, and then he says something about how he's mad about ethnical Jews.
I don't know, dude. I don't.
And so I need to address that. I need to address ethnical Jews.
If you really want to.
I just real quick. So first of all, it's the ethnic Jew.
Yes,
yeah. So that's a thing. Ethnical's a funny word, though. I like it. It's like ethical ethnics. I like it. But fuck it. But so first of all, that isn't a thing. Like, there is a group of people who are like, because they had to live in ghettos for like hundreds of years, they were like segregated from society and became a Jewish in culture.
Xander said the magic word.
What?
He said ghetto.
Oh, well, that was originally for Jewish people.
I know.
Yeah. But any segregated community is called that, and so. This is like, and I told you about this, like, this is something Ben Shapiro talks about all the time, where like, oh, you can be an ethnic Jew, but you can't be a real Jew, because a real Jew practices blah, 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 where's the yarmulke?
That's a really good impression.
Yeah. Oh, I've been working on my Ben, dude.
It's pretty good.
All you have to do...
Wet ass P-word.
All you do is... Yeah, wet ass P-word. Yeah. All you do is you go a little nasal, and you speed up like 2 times, and you're Ben Shapiro.
That's all I can... Yeah. Like, the only...
Wet ass P-word.
Yeah, that's the only...
Certified freak. 7 days a week.
7 days a week.
Wet ass pussy.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, he won't say pussy.
No, he won't say pussy.
Won't say pussy.
That's we're just I like saying it in his voice, because then it just seems like he's a little. But anyway.
Wet ass pussy.
So that's a funny thing, that even like so-called ethnic Jews can be anti-Semitic in some weird ways, where they're like, you're not really Jewish, which is So that's a really funny thing for a at the time white supremacist to talk about, and it ties into other weird conspiracy theories. It ties into the Protocols of the Elders of Zion, which is a terrible fucking bullshit book that was written by like literal Nazis, and also gets into some Louis Farrakhan shit, some of that Nation of Islam things, where like white men were grown in a lab by Yaqub. You know about that?
No.
Oh, it's good shit. Read some Louis Farrakhan. It's awesome. He hates white people, and he blames the Jews for them. He says the Jews...
Oh, no, I know who he is.
Yeah. His whole idea is basically Jewish people grew white people in a lab to oppress black people.
That's hilarious.
I love it, dude. It's so awesome. It's the best sci-fi. Like, yeah, oh my God. Like,
that sounds like some fucking Fifth Element shit, dude.
Yeah. So I just had to address all that, ethnic Jews. Like, dude, ethnic anything. Come on, just be socialist. Just love your neighbors. We're all cool. We all should be friends. All right, John, come on the pod. We'll hang out. We'll have beers.
Oh, so also my buddy's uncle shot himself.
What?
Yeah, not sad shot himself.
Oh my God, dude, go easy on me, man. Trigger warning, dude.
Sorry.
Fuck, man. That sucks. Well, no, so what? It was an accident. He shot himself in the foot.
Yeah, it's funny because I was going to pick up some weed from him.
Was this Megan Thee Stallion's friend? Is that who that is?
No, it's not Tory Lanez.
Okay.
I don't know Tory Lanez. Okay. I don't want anybody
I
to
don't
think
know,
I do.
man.
I don't know any famous people.
Okay.
I never have.
I know several. Just kidding.
That's the bit, because we know a bunch of famous people.
Yeah. We chill.
Say we don't know.
We just all of them.
Yeah, we know all of them.
We got Shaq on speed dial.
Yeah. We got 2 Shaqs on speed dial.
2 Shaqs.
Yeah.
How many Shaqs you got?
How many Shaqs you got? fuck out of here. Speaking of Shaq, he might be a dad by now. I don't know.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, because this comes out in a week, and his baby's due very soon.
It's on the way.
So. GDG.
Even though I don't get to be an uncle, I'm still happy for the guy. That's fucking cool.
But yeah, so I'm rolling up to like pick up weed, and like Sydney's driving me, and like we pull up like his place is like over a hill, and so we pull over the hill, and we see like a cop just like getting out of their car. And like we just keep driving, and like we go like
this
around.
Isn't where I wanted to be.
Yeah, we're like, okay, we're leaving, and so we're going around the bend, like out of there, and we pass like 3 other cop cars, and I'm just like, well, fuck.
I guess we need a new connection.
Yeah, and so
sucks.
we're driving back to my house. Like he's like, yeah, don't come, cops are here.
Yeah.
And so like he calls me the next day, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? He's like, yeah, my uncle was really drunk, and he accidentally shot himself, and somebody heard it, and the cops got called, and it was a bunch of bullshit.
That's scary as shit, dude.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'm glad you didn't get raided or something.
Yeah, man, that's definitely what that would have looked like to me. I would have been real scared.
Yeah, that's what I thought was happening, and I was just like, oh, fuck.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
fucking don't get caught by the cops if you're selling drugs, everybody.
No, yeah.
It's just not safe. It's just not good.
All right, so. Fuck, where am I at my notes? I need to also get a pen.
You want one?
No,
right.
fuck that. Okay, so we've got 17 shows to go before episode 100.
Hell yeah.
That was another thing.
That's exciting, dude.
Yeah, because there's a thing that we were talking about before, where you've probably done more consecutive episodes than any other co-host.
Yeah, which I'm very very flattered to have to take that title.
Yeah.
Very very proud of myself.
Yeah.
This is probably the longest I've worked on a project that wasn't musical. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty cool, man.
Yeah. Oh, also, fuck. What was I was just on it, and then, God, I need to start like.
Neither of us did well in school, everybody. I'm sure you can tell.
I need to organize things better.
Yeah.
Or just stop taking notes and just go back to rambling.
We're just special
things.
needs kids. It's all good, man.
Yeah. So all right, fuck it, video games.
All right.
Yeah, because I mentioned I'm getting a Switch.
Yeah, and we're about to do the big Mario playthrough on this new game.
Yeah.
It's Mario's 35th anniversary. We're celebrating.
Yeah, so we've got 3D All-Stars.
Which, dude, cheers, by the way, for picking that copy up for me. I had problems with my fucking debit card this week, and I couldn't fucking pre-order the game, and I started panicking. Nelson's like, I got you, man, and fucking, it's what friends are for, dude. Yeah. I got my collectible edition, which we talked about that last time, how, like...
Yeah, you got the sticker pack and all that
dude,
stuff.
the fucking free stickers, man. I'm so
stickers
stoked.
and magnets. Yeah, when they gave... Like, I thought they were just going to give me the game. They gave me, like, the shit with it.
That's how I got, like, all those... Like, I have, like, cool. 7 Pokemon maps because I pre-ordered a bunch of copies for my friends of that game. That was, like, my Christmas gift for everyone who I knew who had a Switch. I got them all Pokemon. They're like, well, you also get these fucking posters. I'm like... Sick, dude.
Dude, yeah. Yeah, we were talking about this last night, how I'm just like... Oh, cool! I'm getting a Switch, and Xander has a bunch of games that I'm just gonna.
I got physical copies of games that I've beat, so he's got a little mini collection to go through.
Yeah,
we'll stream Breath of the Wild soon.
Yeah,
that's probably gonna be a November-ish thing.
That's probably gonna be
because we gotta do Halloween games first.
Yeah,
but dude, Breath of the Wild, oh my god!
I know. I was playing it on my ex's Switch a little bit. Like when she'd be at work, I'd just do that.
Like it's so much fun to do the missions and shit, but it's also a game where you can just like get lost.
Yeah,
and just fuck off for hours.
I was pissed because like we broke up before I got to finish it.
Oh yeah.
And so I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna just.
Dude, I finally before you even bought your Switch, I was like, I better finish Breath of the Wild just so it's done because I had the DLC with like.
Oh, I'm raiding your games, dude.
Yeah, I had like 4 more missions to do, and so I just knocked them out real quick and. It's like, it's all story mode shit, and I watched most of the story mode with my ex, so I'm like sitting there watching like the real finale. I'm like, oh, like I wish she was here. I wish things had worked, but at the same time, it's like I know that's not the way to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Sydney doesn't care about video games at all.
Well, that's kind of cool though. Yeah, she won't be invested in it.
Yes,
it is. It does have a cute little plot to it, and you know, it's Nintendo, it's Disney. It's very much like friendship gets us through everything.
I don't have to share my games with anybody. So like,
love it. Yeah, that's the crucial thing, right?
Yeah.
Your own console. Come on, dude.
So what happens when you date somebody that just does normal people shit?
Yeah.
Like she goes to work.
Dude, I've
She
had
likes
conversations
animals.
like this with so many friends where it's like when you try dating the counterculture person that is similar to you, and it's like it's too similar to you. The first time I had this conversation, I was like 16 talking to my drug dealer, this guy who's like in his mid 20s or 30s or whatever, and he's like, "No, dude, I don't want a gangster bitch." He's like,
yeah, fuck that shit, dude.
He's like, "I want like a lawyer or like a tax arranger." Like, I want a woman who like wears a suit all day so that I can sit here and fuck off and go home to something nice. I'm like, that makes fucking sense, dude. You know what I mean?
Out here fucking in the animal medical field. I'm out here just farting around watching cartoons and playing video games.
That's probably why like Grimes is attracted to Elon Musk. It's the opposite. You know, she's like, well, I'm the weird goth guy. I need someone straight laced to like.
Other way around.
What?
Other way around.
Huh?
Grimes is.
The goth girl, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, whatever. I noticed that when I was watching earlier. I get weird words confused when I'm talking. My dyslexia just flares up mid-conversation.
Is that what that is?
I think so. I self-diagnose all the time. I have every problem.
Yeah, it's like I know I'm on the spectrum, but where I do not.
I don't know where I land.
I don't know where.
I know I'm not normal, but I don't know how weird I am.
No, like I'm not like the weekly review level on the spectrum, but I'm like. Yeah. And that's nothing against him. That might sound mean.
I almost envy that level of dedication.
Yeah, like I envy that dude.
I was
like,
going to say that with bodybuilders too. I think there's something to that too, where it's like they're so dedicated to a routine and to improving their numbers and to getting their stats up. You know, I think there's a little bit of spectrumishness going on there too.
Dude,
my favorite dude.
A lot of them are fucking sociopaths.
Well, I'm sure there's that as well. There's a hilarious video. It was like on Tosh.0 years ago, so I'm sure you've seen it, where this dude, really fit
just
guy.
assume I watch Tosh.0?
Well, it's something that's on TV, you know, I don't know, whatever.
I'm on Reddit, okay? I don't need to watch Tosh.0.
My thing is, if it's viral enough to get to Tosh, you've probably seen it on the internet.
Yeah, it's probably already been on Reddit.
That was my point, yeah. But, so super fit guy wearing a unitard, you know, like the old school weightlifting outfit.
Yeah.
He's doing backflips on a trampoline, and he, after a certain number of them, he like claps and jumps off the trampoline. He's like, yes, 100 in a row. I'm so gonna lose my virginity. The man's in his 30s, and like it's Tosh, so he like gets him on and interviews him and shit. And he's like, so did you lose your virginity? No.
Still got that.
And like that's what I'm saying. This is clearly a man who is so obsessed with physical fitness and getting 100 trampoline flips, and you know that it's impairing his social relationships in some way.
Yeah,
you know?
I wish pussy didn't fucking
working out too much, gaming too much, anything too much is bad for you, dude.
I really wish
pussy
didn't influence so many of my decisions.
Sure.
Like,
I mean, I've been there before too.
It would be really great if I just didn't give a fuck. Like the Wanda Sykes bit. If I could just leave my shit at home.
Yeah. The detachable penis song.
I think we've talked about this.
We've riffed about this before.
About if I could.
Sometimes you don't want to be horny, man.
I just don't need my dick. Yeah. Like fuck, dude.
There's so many times where I don't want to get out of bed, but it's just this thing is poking me. It's like, what, do I have to piss to make the boner go away? How does this work?
Dude, yeah, fucking...
Penises are lame.
Yeah,
Not that I would choose the alternative.
I mean, I realized I'm fucking over it, because I was watching The Departed, and, like... I just...
Get into that late 20s where you're like...
it just wouldn't go away, and I have to literally pause the movie, fucking go bust one. And then it's just like
you wish you could just like hit mute on that.
Exactly. Like I just like put it over there and be like,
stop.
Trying to watch The Departed.
Just shut up, dongus.
Trying to fucking watch The Departed over here.
God damn.
It's a great movie.
I like how we tried to segue into video games and ended up over here.
It always goes back to dicks.
It always does.
Okay, but yeah, video games too. So.
I got one for you.
Xbox X Series.
I haven't looked at it that much. What do you got for that?
It's a motherfucking cash grab, dude.
Yeah, you're not excited about it.
No, fuck no, I'm not excited about it.
So I watched the PlayStation announcements, but not the Xbox ones. What did Xbox announce this week?
It's so stupid. It's basically
it's just a PC, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's like because the PS5's coming out.
Yeah.
And the PS5 was slated to be expensive as fuck.
Yeah, I got the pricing for that.
And basically Xbox was like, fuck it, we need to rush something out like ASAP, to compete.
Oh shit.
And it's not even a full system. I personally don't know exactly what it is, but I know it's not like a full console.
I know they've got the digital only one that just streams games.
So yeah, but that's the thing. PS5 was just like, fuck it, we'll make a digital version and a full version.
Yeah.
And the digital version will be $100 less.
Right. Yeah.
It's just like,
the full one is $500 and the other one's $400.
Which at that point, why would you even Why would you not buy the digital version?
Well, people are on budgets, you know what I'm saying? That's just kind of a thing.
I would just buy the digital version and fucking never have to worry about losing a disc or fucking any of that shit.
Well, I'm kind of the opposite. I like physical media.
I don't give a fuck about it.
Well, it's kind of like the only reason I'm lending you Smash Brothers is because I accidentally downloaded Smash Brothers 2. So I have the physical and the digital, right? And
were you not getting the hands enough in Tekken that now you just want it in every game?
I want all the time, dude. Let's go. I'm trying to get better,
you
man.
Want my hands all the time?
All the time, baby. but that's it's kind of a cool thing. It's like.
Do we do phrasing on this show?
Yeah, we'll do phrasing. But I try to only buy the physical games that I know that I really like because. If something happens to my Switch and I can't get my saves back, I can at least play my games. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe if you were more responsible with your things, Xander.
Well, you never know, dude. People are terrible. Especially me.
God, so many of my notes was just shit I did this week while I was high.
Well, so let's stay on PlayStation 5 for a minute, man, because I kind of went through what they announced and gave my hot take on it. The first thing I noticed, this announcement reminded me of the PlayStation 2 announcement. It was like a really similar vibe.
I don't think I was born yet.
It was the year 2000 when that thing came out, so you were probably a little tyke, if anything. And fucking one thing that I like about Sony in general that it didn't click in my head until I was watching this. They're the spooky game company. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're terrifying.
Nintendo is all shiny, happy.
Sony's like the Yakuza.
Even their happy games are dark and spooky, and I kind of appreciate that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's why I like it.
It's a cool contrast. I still prefer Nintendo. I like the happy vibe because I'm a sad guy. I think it's like I don't need help being dark in my own head.
After the PlayStation, they were like, fuck all that bright shit.
Yeah, dude.
The original PlayStation was just a gray box.
You had yeah, exactly. And
everything else is just they're just black.
And when you think of PlayStation
black.
1, it's like Parappa the Rappa, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, bright colors.
Yeah.
And PlayStation 2 is like, no, bleak, dark, scary, Resident Evil,
You
Final Fantasy.
Dude, that fucking...
Yeah.
You just hope, come on, swoop in.
Oh, yeah. Every time your PS2 comes on, you hope it works. Yeah.
That fucking Tiger Woods meme where it goes through and it's like, yes.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, no, Naked Jakey has a whole fucking... anytime... just go watch Naked Jakey.
But PlayStation kind of being more like PlayStation 2 again feels good to me because PS2 was like the best selling system ever, basically.
Yeah.
I think the Wii eventually passed it, but I'm not even sure about that.
No.
And I don't think it did. And so that's just really cool. And then
the Wii barely passed the Xbox Connect.
No, the Wii is one of the best sellers ever.
The Wii sucks.
It sold a ton of copies.
I know because fucking housewives and wine moms were getting them.
It's getting our asses in shape.
That was the first game system I think my older sister ever bought was a Wii.
Yeah.
Which I don't even think she bought it. I think one of her boyfriends brought it for her.
Yeah. They were totally selling it to people. The target demographic of the Wii was people buying their first house or renting their first apartment. And imagine how fun it'd be to play games like this. But so. PlayStation 5 games, dude. Final Fantasy 16.
Yeah, in my last apartment, I would, yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Jesus.
But dude, Final Fantasy 16 looks awesome.
Okay, but yeah, and dude,
Bro.
people, no. Fuck no. See, you're about to let it happen to you. You're gonna let it. I'm about to straight up go full on Tyler Perry movie.
Go.
Fucking black woman, black best friend in hindsight.
Correct in hindsight.
You're gonna get hurt again.
Nah, dude.
Okay. See, exactly. You're about to go back to this man.
Final Fantasy doesn't hurt me. It's good. I like it.
They've been hurting you since what was the movie? I can't even.
The movies are garbage. The games are fun.
And
dude,
the last games were awful.
I hadn't played 15.
Have you? Final Fantasy has been dog shit since Final Fantasy 10.
No, 12 was really good.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it really was. I beat the whole fucking game, dude.
It wasn't.
You just don't like this type of game, and that's fine.
I want to like Final Fantasy, Final Fantasy is like Indian food for my body.
Nah, dude.
It's delicious, but the minute I have it in and I start to enjoy it, and I sit back and I'm like, yeah,
I love it.
Ooh, and then it's just like blah 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 blah.
No, see,
this game sucks.
No, you're just wrong, dude. You're just wrong.
Final Fantasy's gonna make a pretty game that's full of shit.
No, I'm sure. Well, so you're I think talking mostly about that game fucking 13. 13 is like known as just trash because it's like you just walk down a hallway and watch a video, and then the time changes.
13 the one that starts with you pushing your car?
No, that's 15.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I haven't played that one either. But that one got good reviews from people who like Final Fantasy.
It's a bad game.
Nobody, even people who like Final Fantasy, liked 13.
13.
I'll try 15 because it's free on PlayStation right now.
Don't waste your time.
But
dude.
16,
you're gonna be upset.
16 looks cool because they're going back to the more. It looks more like 12 or like 6, where it's like more medieval, you know. And it looks like it's about a war between the Espers, which is something that is crazy cool if you're a fan of the series.
Yeah.
It looks like it's a fight between Phoenix and Ifrit, which is, I mean, oh my god, fucking cool. So yeah, got that. Miles Morales.
Okay.
Dude, looks good.
Miles Morales and Tim's, no less. Like dead ass Miles Morales and Tim's is like, yo, fucking like dead ass dog.
Yeah, dude.
Like, yo, dude's fucking coming down, and you wonder why this game's gonna be fucking $90 fucking dollars. Yo, have you seen the lineup on this kid? Fucking, hey, yo, Ricky, grab the clip. Yo, Jamie, pull the clip up. Yeah. Yo, zoom in on this man's fucking hairline right now, and you want to tell me that this fucking 4K game with Miles Morales dead ass in a puffy coat and some Timbs isn't worth your fucking money? You're fucking buying that shit.
They showed
on my beautiful mother's green goddamn eyes. You're fucking buying that game just like the Sopranos are fucking putting on the gabagool, my dude.
They showed a long
dead ass.
They showed a long gameplay sequence, and it definitely has some shit that wasn't.
I really hope nobody from New York watches any of that part, because if so, I can never go there again. I can never go back.
It'll be okay. They'll forgive you.
No, they won't. gonna have every homicide in Eddie Kingston on my ass now, because I just fucking, I'm screwed.
Fuck.
I'm screwed.
But, it looks really good. There was a whole scene that they showed where he's like rescuing a fucking bunch of cars from a bridge and doesn't let anybody die. And it's like, yeah, that's fucking cool, man. That's badass. I was skeptical when I first heard about it, because like, oh, it's just DLC, but it looks like it's gonna be a full-fledged cool thing.
Yeah.
So that's pretty rad. Then they went into a Hogwarts game.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Harry Potter's done.
And it's like,
we're done with everything Harry Potter.
JK is canceled, and
we haven't talked about on the pod her new fucking the new thing that she came out with. That she's like,
my god,
coming out with about like a guy who dresses as a woman to kill other women.
Yeah. Just trying to just stir up transphobia.
Yeah,
and
dude,
there's some anti-Semitic shit going on in there, and it's just like,
dude, yeah. Sydney found this post yesterday about like all the fucked up things with Harry Potter, and like one of the first ones was how the goblins are the ones that handle the money, and like Sydney was like, well, that's been around forever. I'm like, yeah, but she didn't have to put it in.
And anti-Semitism has been around forever too.
Exactly.
Gee whiz.
It's like she didn't have to put it in her story though, but the fact that
that goes back to Tolkien. Like the whole Lord of the Rings thing is a big race parable too. You know what I mean? So fucking
wasn't it that the Scots were the dwarves or some shit?
Yeah, it's all shit like that. And I haven't read the breakdown in a long time.
Personally, I take that offensively.
But so yeah, it's a Hogwarts game where you're like in 1800s Hogwarts and craft the history of Harry. Yeah, fuck it.
No, fucking going back, and J.K. Rowling fucked up going back in time or doing like any sort of prequel story with fucking fantastic beats and where they can go fuck themselves. Because good lord, Xander.
Yeah, I watched a couple of those movies when I was dating my ex. And,
dude, so like me and Sydney had this thing where she wanted me to watch the Harry Potter movies. And I was like, oh, fuck no.
I did that with my ex right before JK became real problematic on Twitter.
So to get out of this, I said, well, what if I take you to see the new Fantastic Beasts movie?
Nice.
And so we go see this movie, and I'm kind of sitting there thinking, like, there are parts of this that are kind of bad. Like, I mean, is this, like, because I'm like, I don't fully know the lore, but, like,
yeah.
Some of this is bad.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't say anything because I don't want Sydney to think I'm being a sourpuss and just shitting on the movie.
Yeah, you don't want to piss her off.
And
it's a relationship.
And so, eventually, the Cosmonaut Variety Hour puts out this video on how fucking she just ruined everything. And he's, like, Marcus spends most of the video just dunking on
awesome.
Fucking Fantastic Beasts, where he's just like, it's just a Pokemon movie where it's like, look at that,
really
look at that,
look at that monster,
yeah,
look at that
it's
monster.
Like, the guy's a shitty wizard, he just wants to be a zoologist on magical Pokemon, but you're like, oh, fucking come do the thing. And like, Sydney's watching this video with me, I'm like, did you know it was this bad? And she's like, yeah, but I didn't want to say anything.
That's like, fucking funny.
You knew! You fucking knew!
My ex loved it, but she was obsessed with Harry Potter, so...
Yeah, I've dated so many girls that like Harry Potter.
It's just our age group, dude. Our generation. They were
it's funny
marinating in it their whole lives.
It makes me think of this commercial I saw in USA when you know, USA and like Sci-Fi, they're all in that same like NBC network.
Right.
And so like they were like, yeah, we're gonna start marathoning Harry Potter movies on like USA and Sci-Fi, and it, like they were cutting to like these fan shots of people in like Harry Potter cosplays, and it's definitely an archetype.
Yeah.
You know, where it's like the fucking...
well, it's a lot like the Star Wars archetype, but even somehow worse.
Yeah, like the Mother's Basement looking people with their weird fucking whole...
Trekkies, Star Wars fans.
Yeah, and it's just like...
Old school gamers.
Yeah, it's just like, if I'm not a Star Wars fan, or if I'm not a Harry Potter fan, I'm not watching any of these movies.
No, yeah, you have to be really...
these fucking frumpy nerds are all just like, oh yeah, it's such a good movie, and like what they do with the world building, like between the fucking shots.
So this game will probably sell like gangbusters just because those people exist, and I get to be Hogwarts in the 1800s. Oh my god! But
back when they just alakazoo their own shit.
Right? Yeah. Right. That's what a weird thing to post. So then they did Call of Duty, which it's Call of Duty. Ronald Reagan's in it. Reagan actually puts you on the mission.
He asked you to stage a coup or whatever.
Yeah, which that's what they did. So that's pretty cool.
Are you gonna plant crack for Ronald Reagan in the new Call of Duty game?
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna import drugs for him. Just looks fucking...
No, that was a... Well, no, Ronald Reagan started the war on drugs. George Bush was the guy that fucking had somebody arrested across the street after calling him across town, like to arrest him. And then it's like, this was taken across the street. Yeah, because you set it up, you fucking ass.
That whole era, I mean, Republicans, again, are terrible.
Yeah, it's like, politics really did start in 2016 for some people.
Yeah, it's like, no,
it's always been
these Republicans
bad.
have always been evil, guys. Come on, get real.
Right? Like,
and then they went into Resident Evil 8, which looks amazing.
Woo!
Yeah.
I saw that.
Oh my god,
saw that
dude.
shit.
That looks fucking awesome.
Then they have a new Devil May Cry game too.
I literally drooled on the page, like the smear right here. I literally drooled when that thing was fucking playing. It looked that pretty. It's called a village, which you're in a whole haunted village. Oh my god, it looks fucking cool. Oh yeah, they had one game developer who talked way too much and it was gross. He just shouldn't be on camera, and I don't know who exactly I'm thinking of, but safe to assume if you were on that PlayStation thing, it was off-putting. One guy was really drunk, and I thought that was cool. There was an old guy with a very pink face. And that was rad.
So you?
Yeah. So I relate to that, you know what I'm saying? Then there was that game, Deathloop. Do you see anything about that? That's kind of interesting. It's like a shooter where there's like every time you die, you get looped back to the beginning, Groundhog Day style. And you have like a bunch of people on the island that you have to take out, and you only have a day to do it. So if you try to do them all individually, you can't do it, you know? I don't know. It looks kind of cool, but it also just looks like a shooter.
I don't know. I'm just tired of everybody like rehashing the Groundhog Day thing.
Yeah, and just the first-person shooter genre to me it's just boring a lot of times.
Yeah,
like, I'll play Doom for a minute and then just be like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool. I killed things.
No, first-person shooters.
It's never been my thing, man. I don't know what it is. I'd rather play Tekken all day.
That's what made me just start playing like PlayStation games on my computer, because like
yeah,
I was doing I was trying to get into like PC games. So I was looking for like side scrollers, and I found like a couple.
Yeah,
because I got on Steam, and then like. You know, some of my friends like invited me to start playing like Valorant and stuff. And Valorant I thought looked kind of cool, so I wanted to get into it. And like,
that's one of those. That's kind of like a team shooter, right? Kind of like
but also because it's a team shooter and there's so many there's so much going on that if you're not already good at first person shooters, then you're just, like, people are gonna be mad at you the whole time.
I've said this before. It's like if you got the PlayStation 2 instead of the Xbox, you have no chance of being a first-person shooter these days. Like, you just can't do it, man.
Yeah, like
it's fucking funny.
It's like learning a foreign language in your 30s, dude.
I saw that divide happen in real time. Yeah. There was the PlayStation kids and there was the Halo kids, and that was the Halo kids eventually got PCs, and the rest of us just fucked off. And it's a funny fucking thing.
I mean, I think that's why so many, you know. This might smack of my Godzilla solution, but what I've noticed is that yes, there was that disconnect between the PlayStation kids and the Xbox kids. And as we mentioned before, it was pretty coincidental that around this rise of the Call of Duties and the first-person shooters, and on Xbox was around the time of the Iraq War.
Yeah,
and
it just so happens that the Xbox is the only American video game console.
And there are a lot of
is the CIA involved in this?
Yeah, there are a lot of these edgelord incel like alt-right dudes,
racists,
playing
N-words,
yeah,
like
that love the first-person shooters.
Yeah.
And it's like there's become a real political divide in video games, because on the other side with PlayStation, also a group that with the PlayStation, they didn't isolate themselves, because you also have the Nintendo people.
Yeah.
Because of PlayStation like roots in Crash Bandicoot
in Japan, and
all that kind of stuff.
Final Fantasy was Nintendo, then went to Sony, so there's always like crossover. Mega Man went to Sony.
Yeah,
things like that.
There's all this intertwining between like Nintendo and Sony, because those games aren't just one track mind.
They're fun
things.
And they're interesting. They're cool.
Fun.
They're creative. They're not just hold a gun and shoot a guy.
They're convertible.
Yeah.
You can go from one kind of side scroller and be like, oh, this is like a side scroller type thing.
Right.
Whereas every game on the other side has some sort of shooter
it's
type
all
deal.
dual stick shooting.
Yeah. And it's just like those guys hate these other games, and they hate the other games because they're not realistic enough.
Yeah, they're not grown up enough. And it's like, dude, you're 12. You're not grown up at all.
And it's like, that creates this isolation, because they think those games are dumb because they're not realistic, and then they start to think that the people who play those games are dumb because they can't just like run around and
And it becomes like a cultural divide. It's really bizarre, man.
Yeah, it's like they think these people are dumb because they can't fucking look in a fake person's eyes and fucking
the way they duck and dodge and that shit,
dude. Fucking so jumping in a first-person shooter. Dude, it's
squat jumping and shit.
It's the dumbest shit, because you're just like the camera's here, and then you just go up.
Yeah. It's so bizarre. It's just so bizarre. I don't know, man.
Hate it.
Yeah.
It's there's such an isolation from that, from that type of gaming.
Yeah, dude.
Which, you know, I mean, I think that's why Xbox takes all this heat for, you know, the whole X or S series or whatever, because fucking Sony's like, we'll give you a full system, motherfuckers.
Yeah, right.
And we'll give you a digital copy.
Yeah.
You know, full of all these games that aren't just, you know, like, that's the thing. Sony even got into the whole, you know, the whole, first-person point of view thing with games like Mirror's Edge and shit like that.
That game was cool, dude.
That game was fucking sick.
Because it was first person, but it was like puzzles and like, you weren't supposed to just shoot everybody. You had to like do tricky things to get through that game.
Was Portal Microsoft or?
Yeah, Portal was PC. That's
PC?
Steam.
Yeah, okay.
That's the what's it called?
Portal, another
Steam,
good like first person like point of view game. That's the thing. It's like it's like there's this ideal that every first person, you know, game has to be like a shooter. Yeah. Which is like, no.
It can be creative. It can be different.
Exactly, because when every first person game is a shooter, so everything's the same.
So to Deathloop's credit, they kind of did something new with the whole time loop thing and trying different strategies every time and all that, but at the same time the whole game is still just shooting people, you know what I mean? So I don't know, I'm not as stoked on that one, and not as stoked on shooters in general, so maybe I'm not the one to ask about that. Then they did Devil May Cry 5 right after that, which that's already a game, but I guess they're doing kind of a Miles Morales thing. They're adding shit and making it prettier, so that's cool.
What Devil May Cry game was it where they just completely took Dante out of it?
I think it was 3 or 4.
God, I just heard about that.
And then there was one that was just called DMC, where Dante was a completely different character.
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking about.
He had black hair for some reason.
Yeah, that's the game I'm thinking about. And I'm just like, because I watched, fuck, what's the dude's name?
I don't.
I sent you to his channel because I thought his shit was cool. Oh, K-Bash.
Okay.
I watched one of his videos on Devil May Cry because I was about to start playing it.
Yeah.
And like...
Yeah, there's a lot of people who are pissed about that.
Yeah, it's just like, what kind of fucking slap in the face is this shit?
And to me, like, as a longtime Capcom fan, I kind of, they change Mega Man every couple years.
Okay, but
you know,
it's still the guy in the blue.
It's still a blue guy. Yeah, exactly.
Like,
they don't change the entire aesthetic of it.
I remember people hated fucking Battle Network.
Yeah.
That was my favorite Mega Man.
Well, because it's basically, isn't it like a Pokemon game?
No, it's not like a Pokemon.
Okay. I think I assumed it was because it had 2 different color versions.
Well, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But no, they're good games.
Hell yeah, I'm sure they're great.
Because they keep all like the same villains, but like
I know they're like modified and upgraded. Yeah, it's cool.
Badass. Dude.
I would probably love to play that because I grew up playing the old ones, so to see all those characters reimagined.
I mean,
that
and the game style is like fucking like I love it. Like it's
cool.
It's like it's kind of like what's a game that's like that?
I don't know.
Like I think Heartstark is like that, where like you get like you get like cards and you can just start like throwing them out. And
it's like a card-based battle system.
Except it's like battle chips and it's like strategy and shit like that.
That's
it's
cool.
Like you've got like
there was a Kingdom Hearts game like that. It was pretty fun.
Oh no, that
Chain of Memories or whatever. I liked it. It was okay.
No, it was bad.
I like real Kingdom Hearts better, where you're just whacking things with the sword.
Chain of Memories was bad.
But that's
But I did use the opening song from Chain of Memories for a beat that I just made. So
good music.
Thank you, Kingdom Hearts.
But yeah.
That's
fucking cool. I didn't know that there was a Mega Man game in your repertoire. So that's a repertoire, I should say.
Dude, Battle Network was my shit.
I'm gonna have to check that out. I think
they had like a dope TV show for it and everything, dude.
Really? Oh man.
Yeah.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah, or it's like
I think that's the one that they haven't reissued for Switch yet. All the old school ones are on there, but I don't think that one's out on Switch yet. I'm sure.
See, it was a whole thing where like shut up. Where like Mega Man was like I mean, I could see why people would be mad at it because like Mega Man basically became like a Tamagotchi.
Yeah, he looks real different from he used to. And
I mean he still looks cool.
Yeah.
He also had hair.
Yeah, right. They do that when on the rare moments when he takes his helmet off. He's got cool hair in the old games. But
I mean, fucking Zero had fucking a blonde ponytail. I'm sure there's something under there.
Zero's the guy.
But I mean, they turned Roll into an actual person.
I like that.
Yeah, instead of just a dog.
Rush was the dog.
Rush was the. You're right.
Yeah, that's fucking funny. You called my sister a dog.
Oh fuck! Makes me think of the Twilight thing. You nicknamed my daughter after the fucking Loch Ness monster.
Fucking.
Sorry, I need a minute. It's the dumbest. Have you seen this shit?
No.
Oh my god.
We'll have to.
Holy fuck.
So there's only a couple more games that they showed. There's a new Oddworld coming out, which I've always liked that series. That looks pretty cool.
Oh god.
So that's cute. You know, Abe's Odyssey, all that. There's a new Five Nights at Freddy's that's going to be on PlayStation 5 exclusive.
I refuse to play that.
Yeah,
game.
who cares, right?
I don't know why that game got so popular.
They're doing another Demon's Souls.
It was literally just like, hey, you want a jump scare game?
Yeah, it's such bullshit. I don't know why it's a fad, but
yeah,
again, kids like it, so they sell it. The Demon's Souls remake looks cool. That's the original Dark Souls game.
I know about it.
Yeah, dude, that looks pretty savage, pretty cool. I can't handle those games. They're so fucking hard. And then there was a game that I can only kind of read. I think it's called Ragnarok, and I couldn't tell what was happening. Like, the demo preview they showed was, like, so confusing that I didn't know what was going on. Pretty much all those games said PlayStation 5 exclusive, and then there was an asterisk, and at the bottom it said, also available on PC.
I'm telling you, dude.
So it's almost like...
We're screwed.
It's almost like there's just no reason, because you just get a nice PC, and it's fine.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I'm pretty sure my computer can run some of those games.
I bet it could, even just scaled down a little,
but
you know?
like...
But yeah, it's just
it cracks me up because
it's all just
we'll toss the idea around every now and again. It's like you got to get rid of the MacBook, Sander.
Yeah.
Like now it's just like, well, buying a PS5 might be a bad idea.
No, yeah.
From the start.
Just pump the brakes on all of that shit.
So maybe PC. You know, maybe.
Because that's the thing is like if all the PlayStation exclusive games are going to be also on PC, and all the Xbox games have been also on PC for as long as Xbox has been a thing.
Yeah.
Why is there consoles anymore? You know what I mean? It's fucking weird, and and that's Nintendo's strength is that they do their weird ass consoles and they do motion controls and shit like that. But I think it's just a matter of time for them too. They've been testing the waters in mobile markets and shit like that. And
well, I mean, the Switch is. It's amazing.
It's really cool, and it's pretty powerful for how small it is. The 4K one's coming out soon, which it sucks that you ordered yours and then they announced that. That's fucking bullshit.
I don't give a shit.
But yeah, you need a 4K TV first, right? That's like I don't have one of those. So
I have a 4K computer monitor. For
a fucking casual like me, I think a Switch is fine.
Yeah.
I was playing PlayStation the other day and like scanning through. There's a lot of good games on it, but like. They advertised on the market, like, oh, some games are 50% off, some are 80% off, and I go to look at that list of games, it was all fucking skins. It was all backgrounds, and they were all patriotic American flag backgrounds for the 4th of July.
Oh, happy America!
And it's like when you go on Switch and it says games are on sale, there's like a list of games for a penny.
Yeah.
It's fucking, and some of them are pretty fun. We demoed some of those fucking stupid games, you know what I mean?
Exploding dinosaurs.
Yeah, fucking so many weird games about cats, and you know what I mean? Ranging from a penny to $10, and just that.
Let's stop making games about cats.
Or just make ones that don't make you want to kill yourself. But yeah, I don't know. All in all, PlayStation 5 looks pretty cool if you have $500 and change laying around for one. But
yeah,
I think I'm gonna do like I did with PS4 and wait till it gets old because I just don't care. I don't like all these new games look pretty cool. But again, I haven't played Resident Evil 5, 6, or 7 yet, so why would I play 8?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is just kind of my whole catching up on games philosophy is like I haven't finished my old ones.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's another reason why we shouldn't get a PS5 is because like
I'm not rushing to it.
Well, then we're gonna get into that cycle that I see so many gamers get into where you have to get the newest game
every single time.
And then you just fucking complain about it.
And especially as a YouTuber where like you have to get your video out before everybody else and all this bullshit.
We're just not gonna.
I just don't want that life. I don't want that life. Jim Sterling's got that locked down. Peanut Butter Gamer does that. I'm fine.
So many people do it.
Yeah, so many people do it. IGN does it. Fine. You guys are fine. So, I
kind of realized that when Donkey kind of stopped doing that.
Yeah.
Where he was just playing whatever.
Just whatever, dude.
Like when he'd come out with like those like best games of 2017 or whatever.
Yeah.
Where it's like it would always be like fucking Super Mario Bros.
Mario 2 would always pop up just because fuck it. Like who cares?
Like, well, I mean that and like
sometimes even like just before Mario 2 there'd be like Sonic 3 pops up. Yeah, or some stupid shit.
It's like it wouldn't be like top games. Like top games, it wouldn't be top games to come out in 2018. It was just like, here are the top games I played in 2018.
Yeah,
which is
and
like,
that's where I want to be at.
Yeah.
Donkey's got like 6 million followers, so he's kind of luxury in that respect. You know, not a slave to the trends like the smaller brands. But
I mean, you keep blowing your whistle for long enough and loud enough, and we'll be
people
fine.
pay attention, man. That's where I'm at. So I don't know, man. We're at about 90 minutes, and I feel like I'm gonna piss my pants.
All right, let me explain this Twilight thing to you real quick.
All right, let's go. Yeah.
So basically, girl Bella in Twilight gets pregnant. She's gonna have a baby.
Yeah.
And so she has the baby, and the baby's like, like half vampire or whatever.
Yeah.
And so Taylor Lautner's character, Jacob, is a werewolf, and to fall in love, werewolves have to imprint on people, and so it's like and so basically he imprints on her daughter. Yeah, I know, fucked up. Like,
what the fuck?
Yeah.
I didn't know Twilight was that weird.
Twilight's fucking weird, dude. And I only know so much of it because I watched like a watch along on it, making fun of it the whole time.
Okay.
Because it's just like, if I'm gonna watch this, somebody needs to be taking the piss out of it.
Yeah.
And so like he imprints on this baby.
That just sounds so bad. I don't know what imprint even means. Like puts his scent on it, or like don't explain it.
Yeah, like
it's a thing in this universe, and it happens. Okay,
that means they're gonna be together.
Yeah,
that's what that means.
Oh my God.
And so like
when your baby grows up,
exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's bad. It's really bad. And so basically like so Bella finds out about it and just starts smacking him around, which is hilarious.
I fucking would. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like she's a vampire.
I would
now.
kill a motherfucker, dude.
So she's like smacking him around, and he's like, no, like I'd look out for Nessie. And she's like, you fucking nicknamed my daughter after the Loch Ness Monster? And it's funny because like the entire fucking franchise, like Kristen Stewart's this fucking cardboard fucking actor is just like,
and she finally gets real in that moment.
It's like, I don't really like music. Shit like
I've heard about her,
like that.
Her performance on that. Yeah,
and
she's very bland.
After that, to fucking just bust out and like that's the big line. That's the funniest shit ever. Like any reference to that is one of the funniest.
You named my daughter after the Loch Ness.
You fucking nicknamed my daughter after the fucking Loch Ness.
Oh my God, Twilight, do better. What? Why is that? I haven't pissed too bad to get into Twilight.
Yeah, we won't.
Should we just wind this one down?
We'll wind this down. This has been the Indistinct Conversation podcast.
We'll do Twilight next time.
No, we won't. Fuck, we won't.
Oh my God, it's fucking awesome.
He's gonna go hit the pisser.
Yeah.
I'm the guy that takes the piss out of everything. He's Xander Kark. I'm Nelson Crawford. Case Ross Rock. Carpe Diem.
Take care
we'll see you next week. Eve, get well soon.